set, hut, hut.
As the hills of West Virginia resound with the sounds of Golden Blue football.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Now let's bring on the Mountaineer. Goes around about the 50, the 10, the 5. A touchdown, West Virginia. He did it.
He did it. Patrick White. Touchdown, Tay Von Austin.
The Don Nehlen's Mountaineers enjoy walking in where angels fear to tread.
I think you think that these guys are going to fall over dead for you. Well, I got news for you. They're going to punch you right in the mouth. It's Mountaineer pride!
Nothing cheap, nothing dirty, but West Virginia football. West Virginia football.
Leave no doubt tonight. They shouldn't have played the old Golden Blue. Not this night.
They've done it. They've done it. A perfect season. And the Mountaineers, for the first time in history, undefeated and untied.
Don Nehlen and his Mountaineers, for the second time, have finished a regular season with an unblemished mark.
Ain't no stopping the Golden Blue.
It is a great night to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be.
What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Welcome back into our game week live stream here on the Country Roads Webcast. Ahead of the Utah game, West Virginia takes on the Utah Utes in Morgantown for the first time ever. Two previous meetings, but this will be the first one in Morgantown, and West Virginia, of course, breaking out the throwbacks. We're excited to see all that, and hopefully you guys got a chance to hear our breakdown of the game and hear our predictions earlier this week, and now it's your opportunity to come in here and share your predictions for the game, and any questions you got there, anything you got, throw them in the chat. We'll kind of let you guys guide the conversation in addition to a couple of talking points that we have, but got my co-host with me, Steven. What's going on tonight, brother?
What's going on, man? What's happening, everybody?
Chilling, watching got a little football on. Looks like UVA might pull off the upset over Florida State. Got TCU and Arizona State on the multi-view. TCU's looking good early. See how that one goes.
I've only got the Virginia and Florida State one up right now. I've been sleeping on college football tonight. I've been watching high school football.
Yeah, it is Friday
For the
night.
most part, I watched Princeton and Graham play. I didn't know if you knew they played this week.
Oh, who won?
Princeton.
It
was a better game than with the way that Princeton's been playing. They've been running everybody.
Yeah, I was about to say they've been blowing most people out they've played so far.
Yeah, Graham's good, but they got beat pretty bad, and they got beat by Bluefield anyway, and then Bluefield got beat pretty bad by Princeton the following week. So I was expecting
the same
Princeton to come out and really give Graham a good time, I guess. But they ended up being like a 3-score differential, I believe.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But for the most,
as you would have thought it'd be.
Yeah, for the multitude of the game, it was pretty close.
Yeah, I think Florida State just got to stop though, so they might get one more chance at it against Virginia. Looks like maybe.
That's what I was.
See, it's gonna be come down to the wire on that one. But as far as this game is concerned, I do see we got some people in the chat. We got Devil Dog. He says, "Let's go." Sean Murray says he has season tickets, so he'll be there cheering hard, but he's nervous. Hey, same here. Sean will be there as well. Always. Section 203, Section 204, respectively, and nervous, but we'll be cheering hard also. Gotta agree.
Always, man. Always got to show up, man. It doesn't matter if they don't win another game this season. I'm still going to be there.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm going to enjoy getting to watch WVU football regardless. That's what I literally responded to somebody in one of the comments on the videos today. And that's kind of exactly what I said. I was like, hey, regardless, I'm going to enjoy getting to watch WVU football because, I only get to do it at minimum 12 times a year. So
that's what I think is comical about the people that get these tickets. And then they're so quick to sell them whenever West Virginia's not doing well.
Yeah.
Like, well,
you only get what, 6 home, sometimes 7, but usually 6 home games.
I don't think I've ever seen them have 7 home games.
I think they had it in 2020. It was 2023 or 2024, one of the two. I think it was the year
maybe
we went 9-4, I think. Because that's the only time I remember it. I was like, oh, we got 7 this year. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I've always just enjoyed, even if they are losing, like I mean, and a lot of it is just because, like you, I mean, and you've seen it, the people that we sit around and we've gotten to know them over the years, just sitting in the same spot for so many years. So that part adds to it. But even
Oh yeah,
still, like, I think it's just fun to be there and be part of that atmosphere. And even if they're losing, I mean, there's so many other fun things to do around Morgantown.
oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
that you
And I
can do
think it's
while
going
you're
to
in
be
town.
honestly, even though people don't have the best prognosis about the game, I still think it's going to be a pretty good atmosphere tomorrow. Depending on if the weather, I know it might rain a little bit. We'll see what the weather's like and stuff. But I think it'll be a good atmosphere. People want to see those throwbacks. They want to see a lot of new look stuff going on. New starting quarterback, which we'll talk about in a second. A lot of new stuff to be there. So I mean, is it going to match the backyard brawl atmosphere? No, but we talked. I mean, it's
No,
all timers, top five. You're not going to come. You're not going to get close to that again this season, probably. But
you
you can
might
have
get back to that for the
55,000
next
plus,
decade.
and yeah, but you can have
More.
55,000 plus in there, and if the team plays good early, I think you can still get a pretty good crowd in there that could affect the game. So
Oh, I think
yeah,
so. I think there was a lot of positives to be able to, selling as many season tickets as you did. It was the most season tickets sold, since 2012, something like that.
yeah, it was a decade plus. I remember that. I
That
think it might
pays
have been
off.
2012.
There's a good amount of people that, like we said, they're going to sell their tickets, but there's still a large majority of the fans that are going to keep their tickets. So, I mean, I think that still creates a good atmosphere throughout the rest of the season, and Mountaineer Nation's good for being loyal.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
And
I think
like
it'll be good.
channel member Earth Ether says, just be there. That's right. That's right. We'll be there. And hopefully you guys that got tickets will be as well. So a little bit on the game here. We'll continue. You guys drop your predictions for the game in the chat there. If you're in here live, any questions you got, we'll continue to catch up with you guys in the chat. I appreciate you guys watching here on YouTube, whether you're watching live or on a playback. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Help us out with that crazy algorithm. Be sure to subscribe here if you're a WVU fan and you haven't already. And shout out to you guys on Facebook or Twitch. Appreciate you tuning in there, but be sure to come over to the YouTube channel and get all the content we put out throughout each game week here as football season progresses. But let's talk a little bit about this game, because we do have some more info that's come out since, of course, our recording of our preview podcast. As with the conference games, we got the injury report. So we had the Thursday update last night. Of course, there'll be another one coming out, I believe, at some point tomorrow. But it's official now. Nico Markiel is listed as out. So out, West Virginia has, of course, Jaheim, Jaden Bray, now Nico, still Julian Horton and Cooper Young. Sincere Bowers listed as doubtful. Don't think we'll see him. Ty Edwards is listed as questionable, and so is Landon Livingston. I don't know about Edwards. I don't feel confident that we'll see Livingston, but we'll see. Does look like Preston Fox may be coming back and Jacob Barrett may be coming back. They're both probable, along with Ben Bogle. So Mountaineers injury report there. Nico Markiel is listed as out after we learned about him having that foot injury. And then it wasn't long after that Pete Thamel kind of came out and confirmed, which I think, Tony Caridi even said on Three Guys this week as much. But when Pete Thamel came out and put it out, that's when everybody kind of knew it was official. And that's West Virginia starting Jalen Henderson at quarterback tomorrow, after he started 4 games at A&M in 2023. So far this year, 118 rushing yards, and excited to see what he can do now with, more of a runway. We've only seen him in like a couple series and stuff in the past or late in the game. I want to see what he does, and hopefully he has a decent sized leash. But what I do like is the fact that all the quarterbacks that we have, if any of the ones that'll be playing, whether it's, him, Khalil Wilkins, Max Brown, Scotty Fox, all of them a little bit more mobile. So we'll get to see that aspect of the offense. But I bring that up because I think I've seen a lot of speculation, Steven, and I want to get your thoughts, because may as well talk about it here when we get some people in the chat to chime in with it as well. If you go back and listen to Rich Rod's comments from the press conference when talking about Nico's injury, he says something like, I'm paraphrasing here, but he says something like, we trust our doctors here, but Nico's going to a specialist in Colorado. Some people thought that was a bit funny. And then, of course, now learning that he's out for the game, and of course, it being the time frame that it is, under 4 games, where he could possibly, get a medical red shirt, come back as a junior. A lot of people are speculating, is he probably hurt? Yeah, I think he really is hurt. I think you could see that in how he's running and stuff. But I think, going to see his own specialist is probably a way that, they could rule him out, are more likely to rule him out longer than, a West Virginia team doctor would maybe. So a lot of people are speculating, he's going to sit out the rest of this year, maybe take a medical red shirt and hit the portal and leave. You've heard that rumor floated around. So I guess my question here at this point, then, we know he's out for this upcoming game. Do you think we've seen Nico Markiel take his last snap in the gold and blue?
I don't know. I guess looking at it from that angle, it really definitely seems like it. I really truly hope not, but I'm definitely seem to be the minority in that camp. It seems to be like, so I don't know. I'm not very happy about it. So I don't know. I don't really want to be negative. There's already enough negatives with all the other injuries.
True.
So
Yeah,
I
just
have a lot of nice things to say about the situation. Not really necessarily about Nico, but
which unfortunately it's like I said, purely speculation right now. A lot could change with it. You never know. We've also heard people talk in the past thinking he was going to transfer and he's always stuck around. So you never know. But does seem to be like one of those situations where there's smoke, there's fire this time around, maybe. So I don't know. Be interested to see how it pans out. But hey, if nothing else, man, he's forever a backyard brawl legend.
that's true. I just, again, like I've said in the past, I don't understand what has warranted so much of the negativity from the fan base. I understand the standpoint of him not fitting that well into the offense, but I mean, you take all factors involved, let alone the fact that he's been hurt with a foot injury, and that's the reason that he hasn't been really able to be so mobile as he was, because I think he's proven in the past that even he can be a little bit mobile. I mean, that Oklahoma State game last year, he was
Yeah.
moving around pretty well.
Yeah, I think
But
learning of the foot injury, it definitely seemed like, like almost like a eureka, like that's why he looks so different this year, maybe. Because I truly do believe he does. Because yeah, he put on a little bit of weight, but not so much weight that he'd be moving like he has cinder blocks for feet like he has this year. Like you said, we've seen him be fairly mobile in the past. So I
well, I just
definitely think it is a foot injury that you can
like I
see.
made the comment that he had elite passing ability. He was an elite quarterback, or had the chance to be an elite quarterback to one of our buddies, and he acted like that was the most ludicrous statement. Like that was so crazy. And I'm
Well,
like,
people get
what
recency
is so
bias,
crazy
because
about that?
they're thinking about all they're thinking about is the 4 games this year, and the past couple ones where he's missed some passes. They forget about dots that he's thrown in the past and stuff like that. So people don't take stuff like that into account. Recency
Yeah.
bias always is a factor, I think.
I've just watched him since high school, and that's why I don't know. That's why I've really been confident in Nico. I've really been a supporter of Nico being the quarterback, because even if he's not necessarily the right fit for this offense, I really truly believe that somebody that has the sheer will to win, the heart to win, the way that Nico does, that those things translate more than whether you're the right fit or not sometimes. And I just
Yeah,
believe in
I
his
mean,
ability, and I think he's
that's
gonna.
one thing. He does have like a winning mentality to him. He's been a winner,
I
so.
just think it's whether it's at WVU or whether it's somebody else, you're gonna see Nico do a lot of great things. I think he's gonna be one of the top quarterbacks in college football, given the right chance. And I just think that it's unfair, given the situation that he's been dealt not only this year, but in years past, because it doesn't really give him a fair look. I mean, like I continue to go to, he went undefeated in the Neil Brown offense. That, I mean, I don't remember anybody, like all these other options that were supposed to be the savior of that offense didn't do well, and Nico did. So that's one green flag for me. And then I just don't know. I don't know. The offensive line is Swiss cheese. They
Yeah,
can't
it
block
is.
anybody. And there's more injuries to go on top of that to boot. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, not ideal. And I mean, I hope, like you said, I do hope he does go find success if he does end up going somewhere else or whatever does happen, because he certainly deserves it. He's got stuck around, waited, highly sought after guy, waited his turn, in here and seemed to really love WVU. So that's cool. And I always appreciate that. And like I said, we'll always have that backyard brawl moment. But personally to me, and I think that we, if you go back to our conversations back in the spring when we were debating, and I was like, I like Jalen. And he was like, I like Nico and stuff. I think that to me, it was always kind of like a writing is on the wall kind of thing, just because I'm like, he just doesn't seem like he fits this system to me. And it's like, if he doesn't fit and he's better off for another system, it's better off probably for both parties involved. It's just kind of where I'm like, it is what it is. That's kind of just where I'm at with it. I did like Nico. I became a fan of him, of course, throughout his time here. I think there was a good period of time he was a fan favorite, but I'm not upset moving forward that we're going to see more of the mobile quarterbacks in this system. I think that it's time we see that. I think that it gives us a better chance with what we have going on, just because of the extraordinary circumstances. Like you mentioned, the offensive line is Swiss cheese, and we're not going to have time for them to develop the long downfield stuff that Nico can throw. And also with them being Swiss cheese, we need somebody that can get out and make a play if things break down, that can scramble out and it not be, a guaranteed sack too,
Yeah, and I mean, like I've even said that. I don't think that I'm not even saying that the offense doesn't need that look of a new running quarterback, because I've even said that with Jaheim out, with Ty Edwards out, with now Cannon Cather,
which
Clay
I
Ash,
think you
add
said
to
that on
the list all
the.
these running backs that were supposed to have filled
I
the
was gonna say, I
void.
think you said that on the Kansas review before Nico we even knew about
Right.
Nico's injury.
Right. I mean, it's smart to do that if it adds a different dynamic to your offense. I mean, without that, you have absolutely no running game virtually. So, I mean,
Yeah.
to that point, it's smart, but I don't know. Like, I guess I'm thinking about it from the perspective of Nico could come back with a healthier foot, and be able to run the ball more effectively in the future. But
That's a good
without
counterpoint.
that, you know what I mean? I don't know.
But that's the thing. Then at that point,
I really wanted Nico to be the guy, man.
because I think he's probably looking at it as well. Like,
I'm not saying that he's going to go win the Heisman, but I do think that he's going to be in the discussion to be in the top quarterbacks drafted in his class whenever he goes out.
I think it depends on where he ends up, but I could see it if he ends up in the right spot. But I think, looking at it from his perspective, he's probably like, I could come back here again and compete for the job. Which, like, this is all pure speculation right here. We don't know if any of this is going to happen. This is just for fun, shits and gigs, whatever you want to call it. But I think if I was putting myself in his shoes, and that is, what he's deciding to do, he's probably looking at it like, well, there's a redshirt freshman behind me that they like. There's a true freshman behind me that they really like. If I do come back here, am I guaranteed that I am going to win the job again, or are they going to go, with the youngsters that they think are the future? So he's probably, like, stuck between a rock and a hard place as far as that's concerned, because I think he really does love WVU. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. Enough speculation on it until we know for sure that it's happening, I guess.
But I mean, like, what if he goes to somewhere like Texas Tech?
Oh,
and then we got to play his ass. That's what I'm terrified of.
Let's hope it's not in conference, right? But then I did see, where was it? Saw him in the comments here. I think it was, Jersey Ear. Shout out to my dude Jersey Ear, which y'all be sure to check him out here on YouTube as well. They just released the Friday update of the injury report. Actually, it's a perfect timing for us. So now we also have Sensor Bowers listed as out. So he joins Nico, of course, Jaden Bray, Jaheim, and then questionable still Ty, Landon, but Jacob Barrick probable. Preston no longer listed, so it looks like Preston's definitely going to go. That's good to see. Ty Edwards remains questionable. Landon Livingston remains questionable, and we will not have Sincere Bowers. So no Sincere Bowers, no Nico. Now officially confirmed in the Friday update of the injury report there. So with that being said, let's catch up on some comments here in the chat. This Florida State game is crazy. I see that Sean Murray said that Florida State just scored.
Oh, they tied it. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even notice.
Well, they had it 4th and goal, and I was like, oh, Virginia stopped them, so I didn't even watch the 4th and goal play. And then I looked up, and it was tied. So I'm like, oh, I guess this thing's going to OT.
Oh, we got to do this. Oh,
yeah, crazy game, man.
Florida State just clothesline, dude.
Let's see. Sean Murray thinks Henderson will add a spark. Rich's offense needs a QB that can threaten the defense on the ground. Goes right along with what we were just talking about. He says he lives in Morgantown, walks downtown, hops on the PRT to go to the stadium, loves living there. Hey, that's nice, man. I got about a 3.5 hour, me and Steven got about a 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah, to and from.
To and from, fun. Yeah. But hey, it's like you can probably make it with your eyes closed by now, as much times as we've done it.
Shit, I about had to. Coming back from the big game. I was there on time.
Yeah, you was pretty tired last time. I thought you might do it. Oh, man, that's good stuff.
Pull over, let Cruz over here drive.
Yeah, got to keep that crowd involved, Jersey Ear, for sure, bro, for sure. Hey, this positive news from Sean says the RV lot was already packed over at the basketball arena today. So, hey, might be a nice little crowd.
I still think it'll be a lot of people. I still think it'll be a decent amount of people, especially with the Hall of Fame induction tomorrow. And with the inductees that are getting inducted tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. That's true, too. That's exciting. I'm going to try and get up there for that, which that's at 12:30 in the indoor practice facility. If you guys are heading up and want to go over to that. Bill Stewart, Pat McAfee, Bill Kurlavich, all being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Let's see. Channel member Trey Edwards in the house. Good to see you, Trey. Said he says he thinks we may see a Pat White moment here, boys. Sorry if it's already said, just stopped. No, hadn't been said yet, but that seems to be kind of the formula for Rich Rod a lot of times, doesn't it? Like he starts off with one quarterback, but then ends up finding his guy, 3-4 games in. So it very well could happen. That's what happened with Tyler Huff at Jack State. It's what happened with Khalil Tate at Arizona. That's what happened with Denard Robinson at Michigan. It's what happened with Pat White here. So I don't know who it'll be. I think we still got some candidates, but we'll see what happens. Could be Jalen, could be Khalil, could be any of them.
Could be. You never know. I don't know. I really hope it does happen. But with all the offensive line issues, I don't want people to jump off the train just because this season didn't turn out as effective as we wanted it to because of that.
They'll get it right.
They'll get it right.
It's just a matter of
that's just something
matter
that
of
has
when,
to have time
not
to.
if.
And you already got people calling for Jack McNeil's job, which.
Yeah, I think it's too early. I responded to somebody in the comments that was saying that. And I'm like, the verdict's still out. I will say like that. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, he's great because the offensive line hasn't looked good. But let's give them a chance to see what they improve. We'll see if game 12, if they still look like they did in game 3, then maybe you can say, oh, I don't know, maybe the offensive line coach didn't do the best job. At that point, it's way too early to judge something like that, in my opinion.
I think so as well.
We got Silas in the house. Throwback helmets are nice. Let's go beat the Utes. That's right, Silas. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they look like in person tomorrow. I think they're gonna be nice.
I'm telling you, I've been waiting on it for a long, long time. Even you can ask Cruz here. You can even ask DT Reed in the comment section. I have been asking for this specific uniform and this specific helmet for years. I'm very excited. Can't wait to see what it looks like.
I am too, man.
Because
Yeah,
of the baby blue.
I remember you pointing them out, like, when we was in the Hall of Traditions one time before, they ever announced anything, before even Ren had tweeted out the picture of them, that he liked them and stuff. You was telling me because you was like, look at the baby blues, like it's so different and it's
That's
so crazy.
Like
a few years
so
later,
different and unique. And now that you told me where the blue comes from and why that blue is a color, for those of you that don't know, it's because it's called Star City Blue, and it used to be the color. Yeah, it used to be the color of the Star City Bridge over there in Morgantown. So cool little backstory.
Nice little fun fact.
Love that.
Let's see. Trey says he personally thinks Wilkins should get some reps. I think that we'll see Wilkins too. I think that, like I said, I think Henderson will have a semi-long leash, but if they end up making a change, I think that Wilkins might be the second one up because he looked pretty good towards the tail end of that game as well. But we'll see. Max Brown sounds like he's maybe ready to come out too as well. And, we got a couple of people that we still haven't seen on offense that could potentially debut. One being Max Brown at quarterback, one being Cannon Katzer at running back. I think we're going to see him really soon too. I think he's about healthy. So, something else to keep an eye on. And that's what we're talking about, finding those little moments. Is this going to be the best season, record wise? No, but we're going to hopefully see us improved. And we're definitely going to see a Rich Rod team play hard all the time, but we're going to find those little moments, get to see new guys, maybe somebody bursts onto the scene, makes a big play, stuff like that. Like we saw with Trey Edwards in the brawl, we're going to have those moments throughout the season. There's going to be stuff to enjoy, guys. Promise you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's going to be moments to enjoy. I just think that some of the moments this season might actually be very reminiscent of that 2001 season.
Yeah. Unfortunately, more so than we expected, but no one was expecting to have the line play the way it has and to have to deal with all the crazy injuries that we've had either.
I was going to say, we've had injuries before, but this is, in my opinion, might be unprecedented. We're going to have to look back and see.
Yeah, especially because usually like when it hits you, the injury bug hits you mid-season, late season, right away from the second game of the season, we were bit Yeah, definitely.
Usually it's one or two, but I do think that, gosh, man, it always seems to bite us, man. It's always like the players that you have that truly play elite, like Jaheim or Carl Joseph, players like that. Something always happens, I feel like.
Always. It's always something. Just the luck of life as a Mountaineer fan, Hey, DT Reed, our boy Dustin agrees with you. He says people are crazy. Put Nico on Miami. He's a high draft prospect. Put Mahomes on our team, and he's mediocre to trash, and people would hate on him. Hey,
Well, that's my point
favorite player is
exactly.
always the backup quarterback, you know?
Look what Pat Mahomes did in the Super Bowl a couple years ago when they didn't have an offensive line. That man ran for his life, and the most famous picture came out of it was him parallel with the ground trying to throw the football
Yeah.
because he couldn't get out of the pocket in time. I mean,
Yeah, when your strength is being a passer, man, it's tough if you ain't got the O-line to give you a chance to do it. It's tough.
I think it sometimes even when you're a runner, I mean, like you got to be able to have some type of protection.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, either way, you know, nobody's great with a bad O-line, for sure.
No doubt.
Eric Flowers in the house. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, bro. Glad you made it.
Yes, sir. I like that picture too.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. It reminds me of The Office when he's prison Mike. Yeah.
Mike.
So that's old Prison Rich. Let's see.
Man. That's one of my favorite shows.
It's a good one. It's highly rewatchable too. It doesn't.
You need to watch The Paper.
I haven't started it yet. Is it any good?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
I like it.
Hey, they're in overtime in this game. I just now noticed that 3rd and 3.
Who's got? Oh yeah, Florida State got ball first. Yeah, so Virginia's gonna have a shot. All right, so we won't keep you guys too much longer. You guys got any predictions for this game? Anything? Throw them in the chat there. We will get to those, but you know what we got to carve out a little bit of time for? We got to talk a little bit more about these throwback unis. Let's share the reveal video, and then let's share some pictures of them. Man, those are clean. You know, I didn't even notice the first time I watched it until I saw somebody comment that the nice touch of that video is they shot that where the old stadium used to be.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep. I think that's pretty cool as well.
Some pics from it there.
Yeah,
man, I think those helmets are going to shine, I think. There. Hopefully we get a little sunlight so you get a nice little glare.
I like the gloss to them.
Yeah.
You know
I didn't even realize until like the real video in these pictures like how glossy that they were.
Yeah, no doubt. You can definitely tell like the modernization of it, but like the color.
Oh yeah.
I promise you, like the actual helmets back in the day were a little bit more dull than that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They weren't as shiny.
For sure. Hey, gotta shine them up a little bit though, but excited, man. I don't know. Have to wait and see how it looks in person, but it could potentially be my favorite uniform we wear this year. I don't know. That Cold Rush though, man, that Cold Rush looks great. The way the numbers reflect. So I don't know. We'll see. That Cold Rush was definitely my favorite last year. So
this one's definitely my favorite one that we're gonna wear this year. No doubt about it. I'm at a dilemma though. I'm trying to decide if I want to wear, because I don't have it's the only kind of shirt that I have that's really this close in color to the varsity blue, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I do have a Jerry West jersey that's like the old, old
that might be
blue that they used to wear. So I might rock with that.
Yeah, and it's
either that or I got a shirt with, I've got a shirt that's kind of like an off-white that's got the old school logo on it.
Oh, I like that too. Either one of those, you can't go wrong. I'm gonna wear my old school, my hat with the old school logo, and then I'm hopefully gonna buy one of the baby blue shirt once I get up there. If not, I'll just rock my spot the ball or hold the rope. But we'll see if they got any left up there.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right,
so, man.
I hope so. That's what I'm hoping. Try and get up there early, and we'll see. Earth Ether said, love the baby blue. He says he actually remembers that bridge. Hey, there you go, Earth Ether. You know what we're talking about then. Eric needs Florida State to win by 7. Not looking good. Not looking good, Eric.
Not looking good, buddy.
Not looking good, brother. Sorry to say, man.
Let's
not looking good.
UVA to a field goal here.
But they could. They could now if UVA's having to kick. Yeah, it's 4th down, so UVA's have to kick field goal. You got a chance, Eric. You got a chance. Your chances are better now than they were.
Yeah,
a few
Jordan
seconds
has
ago.
no faith.
I knew it. I never doubted.
I
you
don't
for a
want
second.
Florida State.
I never
to win.
doubted you for a second, Eric. Let's see. All right, I think we're all caught up in chat now, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in, chiming in. Anybody else got any score predictions or questions? Drop them in there before we wrap up. But I did want to highlight our record in those because WV Uniforms 304 shared some cool stats on that for the uniform. We always like to share
We
his
only
work
wore
as
them
well.
once, right?
Well, he classified this like 3 different ways. So with the gold, blue, gold, this is like all of our like when we had old gold, blue, and gold. So the last time we wore old gold, blue, and gold was 78 versus Virginia. It was our 7th most worn, and we were 19-14 in it, 58% winning percentage. And then he did it if you count all the gold, blue, golds, which is including the new ones as well. It's our 5th most worn combo. We're 20-18, and we were in 2024 versus Baylor. But then if you go back to this specific one here, the 1965 version, they were 4-1. They wore it in 5 games, 80% winning percentage. And the last time we wore it was 1965 versus George Washington.
They wore it 5 times? Wow.
5. Yeah, I think they only played like 6 games.
That's insane.
They might have only played 5 games. I don't know. Because, I mean, what else did they wear in the
entire season?
Yeah, I guess
I
so.
don't
Let's look it up.
believe
Let's
that.
look up the record.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that they only played 5 games that entire season.
I mean, they used to play like single-digit games back in the day.
Well, yeah, well, that's probably more like 9 games.
Yeah, but what did they wear in the other games then? If they didn't wear the, I guess it's like because we didn't wear away games because we wore the white jersey. Okay, I was thinking only the helmet. That makes more sense. Yeah, I was thinking of only the helmets. I'm like, what the hell helmet did we probably only had one helmet? Yeah, played 10 games. That makes more sense. We're 6-4. We were 6-4 though.
You ain't getting me to believe they played 5 fucking games in 1960.
I don't know. Hey man,
no,
hey, they had
maybe in 1905.
I was like 5,
I'll
6
believe
games.
that. Maybe 1895. I'll believe they played 5 games in that season.
Yeah, you're right. 1965 is not that long ago. It's not that long ago.
No.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I was thinking about the helmet, but all right. Lastly, since we're sharing videos, we may as well go ahead and share the game trailer video they dropped today because I thought it was a good job. Got Tony Caridi narrating it, and I always like to highlight the good job by the WVU media team.
Gold and blue. Those colors mean something around here. They represent what we're all about. And no matter the shade, no matter the era, it's always been about repping West Virginia. Our colors are the fabric of our state, and we play for our people just as much as we play for ourselves. It was that way back then, and it's that way today. Our identity is sewn in each stitch. Logos change, colors fade, but through it all, our team is still our team. And that's always how it's going to be.
Here's Smith Brown. He breaks tackle. Has an open land, and that pass caught over the shoulder. Touchdown.
Hell yeah. Good stuff
Going
there.
undefeated for the rest of the season.
He got hype off that one. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Brad is in the house as well. Hey, what's up, Brad?
He lives.
Oh, you're muted,
He doesn't
Brad.
speak, though.
You're muted, dude. Can't hear you.
He does not speak.
He shows up. He has no audio.
Let me see. Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are.
Finally.
There he is.
Right, yeah, something's been going on with my big mic, but yeah, better late than never, right?
Hey,
literally zoned out on the way home from work and literally hit the house. And I was like, oh, snap, podcast.
Hey, man.
So, sorry, fans.
Piped in before it ended, at least. That's good.
Yeah, absolutely. I got the hype video, so
yeah, got the hype video.
Got me hype enough,
You missed a little bit of the uni talk, but I know you're hyped for these bad boys.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Oh yeah. I'm super pumped about the game this weekend. I'll say it's just Mountaineer football, but hey, everybody knows what's going on. You don't need my opinion on. We all know what's happening.
We got to get score prediction out of you. Though,
Yeah, we
Brad.
do
What
need your prediction,
Ooh,
Brad. That's right. We
ooh.
do need your prediction too.
Okay, so then I guess I do need to give my opinion then,
Yeah,
just so
give me a
that
little.
way.
Just give me a little. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think this comes back to what I said a little bit about Pitt, right? Where walking into Kansas, we were a little bit more known of what we were trying to do, what we were gonna do, and it all kind of fell apart. Where I think having some unknowns and the fact that we might have a different starting quarterback this Saturday, or we're going to, Nico's not feeling too good here, so um, that unknown is surprise in itself is an amazing factor. So that can absolutely change games. I mean, you're talking about young men on
True.
the offensive line too. Like there's just a massive amount of unknown. And so it's could be in our benefit, could be to our detriment, right? So really ultimately it's going to come down to is the next man up, right? Next man up, who's
Next
going
man
to
up.
step up and grasp that and show that they are hard edge, man. Like this has got to be when it's got to be, and hey, it's going to be. I don't expect to win. I still see it being, a fairly close game, but I'm still thinking that it's going to end up somewhere around like 21-17.
Dang, that's
Utah.
literally the same prediction I had, Brad.
Yeah, I see it being that low scoring game where it's just knockdown, drag out. The
I said
offense is sputtered. You said 14-10?
No, I said 31.
31-10.
Utah?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe in the defense at all.
And you
It's
know
not
that.
that. It's not that.
And you know
I,
he's feeling bad about it because when has Steven ever picked Utah? When has Steven
Listen,
ever picked Utah?
Yeah,
do,
you're even a
do
Utah
not
hater.
let.
What is
Hold on,
going
I gotta
on here?
defend myself because Brad's gonna try to spin this narrative as if I don't believe in our defense and back out, and that's not it, Brad.
Yeah, I'm actually heard you
No.
say that you're a Utah fan now.
No,
That's that what he said?
Didn't
no.
he say
It
keyboard
is
controller?
completely,
Something like that.
He said
completely
I'd pull for the
I mean,
on
basically,
my lack of. Can I speak?
you can take that away from
Can I
what he
speak?
said.
He said it's
May
his
I
favorite
speak,
Utah
please?
team. His favorite Utah team. It's Utah.
See, Steven, if you admit you're a Utah fan, we'll let you go.
No.
Now, go ahead.
Although I did say some positive things about BYU earlier, and my girlfriend didn't let me live that down because there was a BYU baseball player found guilty of sexually assaulting a girl between the age of 5 and 12. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Well, man,
We're talking about Utah
yeah,
right now. We're not talking about BYU. I don't know why you guys brought that up. Anyways,
We're talking about you
the
picking them
reason
31.
that I believe that it's
Yeah.
going to be that score is because I believe that this offensive line sucks. Okay, if you want me to be just blatantly
you're not
honest,
wrong.
they suck, and they are not going to be able to sustain any type of drive all day long to give the defense any time to rest. And then if Utah's smart, which I'm pretty sure they are, they're going to run us from sideline to sideline, just like we seen last weekend in Lawrence. And
Hot take: we could have the best offensive game we have so far this Saturday.
I really hope you're right.
Like, I really think that
you think just catching them off guard?
Yeah, man. I think you catch them off, and they don't know what to protect. All of a sudden Dior Hubbard pops out of nowhere and just goes off and has a pop off game. Some wide receiver. Jalen Henderson could step in and be mobile. Scotty Fox could step in and be mobile, which might help out a really poor line. And you just, again, you catch them flat-footed. Granted, they do have a week to prepare for a more mobile quarterback. They know that Nico's the gunslinger, but I just really do. I think it's such an unknown. But to that point, I don't think we're a good offense right now. It's not saying much to say, hey, if we scored 2 touchdowns in the first half, it would be an improvement on what we've seen so far.
I mean, I hate to keep harping on it, which I've done for like 5 whole episodes, I feel like now, but golly, I don't know if I've ever seen an offensive line that bad. Especially on the right side
too, which is like the thing. So it's like, is it schematic?
It's not
schematic. You're getting sat in somebody's lap. So,
well, I mean, I don't even think it's that. I just think that it's just one of those positions, man. You can't go to the transfer portal and just piece it together in one season. That's why Colorado wasn't successful in the first year that they had all those new pieces.
It's still not successful.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it's more successful than it was that year.
Yeah, they got better in the second year because them guys have played together a little bit.
Exactly. And
that's what Rich Rod said he's trying to do. He wants to, be more high school than portal. So I mean, he's going to still try and have a developmental program and do that. So I mean, he's got that plan in the future. I think.
Do you pitch in on going young now just because? What's the point?
That's why I have faith in the future.
You got a bunch of seniors on the offensive line. Like, senior transfers that came in.
Yeah.
Go back and watch that last game and just watch. Well, I mean, even watch the Pitt game in some moments. Like that
Shit,
right
watch
side of the
me again.
line. I mean, it's not even just, it's the technique. I mean, he blocked it like you're running an outside zone play and you're blocking this guy's inside shoulder and not even doing an effective job of doing that. So for one, you're blocking the wrong technique and you're giving guy an open lane to the ball carrier. And on two, you're not even doing a good job at the bad technique that you're using.
I was about to say, or you drop back.
So, I mean, it's like,
or you
it's
see him
very
drop back in
frustrating.
pass pro, and guess who they block? Nobody. He's just sitting there in pass pro like this, and then somebody's just running free to the quarterback, and he didn't block anybody on the play.
Right.
Like, what is that?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like the
don't know what
slightest bit
that's-
of stunt we can't handle either. It's like,
Oh yeah,
guys in
it's
front of me are
terrible.
changing.
Missed assignment
Like,
city.
what?
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, but they are bad. They are not good. But still, 31 points. The defense has been clicking. Like they could still, if our offense has any kind of life, our defense is more than capable of holding down
Yeah.
the fort.
We play better at home. We got that going for us, especially on offense. I mean, definitely we've seen that thus far. What
Yeah, silver
I'm
linings. I
interested
picked
to see.
Kansas to beat us in the preseason. So
Yeah, I think it was Jed Drenning that said there hasn't been a game yet this year where Utah's allowed a team into the red zone.
Cruz, please tell me
3
you
times.
just seen that. Oh my God.
Did they just score?
Yeah.
Did Florida State score?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're going to.
That was insane.
It's going to go to third overtime. But I'm pretty sure Jed Drenning said that no one has went into the red zone 3 times in a game on Utah. Even Texas Tech, when they beat them 34-10 last week, only had 2 red zone trips.
Yeah.
So, speaking of catching them off guard, if we get into the red zone 3 times, we've done something anybody else hasn't done. So we can hang our hat on that, and if we're doing that, then I think we can say our offense is improving a little bit with whatever changes, even if it is just for new people coming in and catching them off guard. I like that. I like that line of thinking, Brad. That's giving me a little bit more hope.
But see, this is
Like,
why I
do you
don't try to
think
be
that also
realistic on
means-
this show. See, people give me shit when I'm realistic and I see things for what they are, and then people give me shit when I have the blue and gold.
They're going to
flag.
give you shit either
What do
way.
you want?
Brother. That's
What
the
do
way
you
it
want from me?
goes. That's the way it goes. That's why you just gotta do you.
Yeah.
Because they're going to
Yeah.
give you shit either way.
But I would also say, even like that statistic, that could also be that they're giving up a bit more big plays. Like, just because you're
True.
not scoring inside 20, I mean, if they lost the game.
Well, I mean, what have you seen in the times that our defense has looked susceptible on the back end? It's because they're gassed in the second half, and they've got guys confused in the secondary on where they're supposed to be on that given play, which doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. And defense key on that, and they're able to find a guy wide open out there for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I mean, Utah's offense have looked pretty good, and they didn't. I keep saying that last week's score to the Texas Tech and Utah game was not indicative of the way that game was played. That game was so close throughout the entirety until it was late, and then Texas
fourth
Tech
quarter.
finally pulled away.
But
Yeah.
I was about to say, what happened in that fourth quarter, though, that made Texas Tech pull away? That backup quarterback came in, caught him off guard.
Right, Baron Morton
Right
went
along
down.
with
In the
what goes right back
beginning
to
of
what
that
Brad's
game.
saying. That could go in our favor. That could go in our
Yeah.
favor.
And like I said,
I
we've always
hope-
felt like we have some talent back there. Like, we think we've got some real competent people at quarterback.
Well, what I do
Yeah.
like about the matchup that I've also learned is Utah doesn't throw the ball downfield, and Devin Dampier's not good at throwing the ball downfield. So
No, but he can run.
Yeah, he can run, but also he had an ankle injury he's still coming back from too, so it's probably not
I didn't know
100%. And other than that, no one else on their team has been able to run successfully either. Oh yeah, dude, you didn't hear about that controversy? Because last week he had an ankle injury. Utah didn't put him on the injury report, so the rest of the Big 12 is pissed at the Utah's not doing the injury reports correctly because they didn't have him listed, and they said it was trying to give him an advantage and all of this. So yeah, it was a big thing. Everybody's pissed about Utah already calling them cheaters and shit.
Oh wow, no, I didn't hear about that, but it doesn't surprise me. Utah's a bunch of scumbags, and they're a bunch of lowlifes.
Yeah.
And my actual prediction to this game was 50-0 West Virginia.
I think it was actually like
Okay.
50 to -3 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. 50
Crazy.
-3.
How many games will we go before Steven gives a score that can actually be scored?
I don't know. At this point, I think we just
There's
roll.
waiting a while, buddy.
999.
This season's going to be a long
I
ride, and I got to
was
give you
gonna
some
say,
entertainment
negative
some way or
50.
another.
I
Okay,
was gonna say,
Brad?
I'm pretty sure through this
I like
season,
it.
it's just going to be bits, man. We're going to have to do bits with the score predictions because if not, it's going to be too bleak.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm here. Hey, you know how Ty Schmidt on the Pat McAfee show, he does like the Lou Holtz thing? I'm
Yeah.
thinking about doing something like that. I don't really know who I'm going to do yet. I'm gonna find somebody.
Dude, you should. You should.
And I'll be Mike Concho.
You could be Mike Concho. We can have a Dr. Lou segment where we have try and give the team a pep talk.
I don't
there,
know
like
why
you
I'd
used
be
to do
Lou
back in the
Holtz.
day.
No,
I
don't wanna be Lou
mean,
Holtz.
you guys still cool for Friday?
Yeah, I'm still planning on it. Still should work for me.
Is that
Still
next
should work for
Friday?
me.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna do the watch along from your spot, bro?
Yeah, I'm down if you guys are.
All right, cool. That's
10:30
probably what we'll try to do.
at
Try and
night,
get, I was gonna
right?
say it's gonna be a late one. Yeah, 10:30
Jesus
for the BYU game.
Christ.
So then that'll be the next watch party for almost 7 channel members, which great segue, because before we wrap up, I did want to share, as I like to here on these game week streams, our content schedule for the week. For those of you that may not have watched us in the past, especially here throughout the season, you're going to get something pretty much every day if you check us out here on YouTube. So if you're on the main channel, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe there to the main channel. You'll get our game review podcast either out on Sunday or Monday. This week, it'll be Sunday with the Friday game. Then our game preview podcast will be out on Tuesday this week. And our predictions live stream, what you're watching now, on a Friday. Next week, it'll be on a Thursday, with that being a Friday game, obviously. Then in addition to that, if you want to be a channel member, you can hit the join button in the video description over on the YouTube channel homepage and get a ton of bonus content throughout the season. This is just a sample of what you get in season, but there's also a ton of other fun stuff like custom badges, custom emojis, all kinds of stuff there. But it's a wild and wonderful level. On Sunday, you can watch us as we record our game review podcast, share your thoughts in there, have some of those showcased on the podcast. Then on Monday, I do the player grades and snap counts live stream, where I highlight the top 5 highest player grades for West Virginia on each side of the ball, the snap counts from the previous game. And then, of course, at the Almost Heaven level, you get all of that as well. Plus, on either Tuesday or Wednesday, I dropped the film review for the previous game. Yes, unfortunately, I had to drop one for the Kansas game this past week. But what we were talking about there is our game watch party, which we do for the away games. Just kind of all get together, do a live stream, much like this one. We're watching the game on our end. Y'all watch it on your end. We'll provide you a little commentary and just chat as the game unfolds. And we're all hoping to watch the game together in person for a first time in a long time. Head over to Brad's house, maybe try and do that for the game against BYU. So that'll be the next one of those. But there's your content schedule. Next thing you can look forward to is our game review podcast following this game against Utah, which, like I said, should be out on Sunday this week, with our other one hopefully coming out on Monday or Tuesday, but it'll definitely be out by Monday, and our preview podcast will be out on Tuesday, since this game is coming up on Friday. After this week, we got a short week for our Utah swing. We go play BYU on the road. But gentlemen, I'm gonna catch up in the chat here before we wrap up, but any final thoughts from you guys before we do that here on this game or otherwise?
UVA did just finalize it. That was crazy. They stormed the field, I mean, like, immediately.
Hey, UVA with
It
the
was
upset
so
of Florida
quick.
State. Wow.
It was
Oh,
so
there's gonna be
quick. It was
lot
a
of
final.
happy people at work tomorrow.
He chucked it up at the end there, and dude for UVA like intercepted it, but like, I mean, like, it was like the entire end zone was filled with people as soon as he caught that ball.
Oh, they were ready.
That was insane.
They were ready. Hey, that's a hell of a game. Double OT win, 46-38 UVA.
I want to know why they're not getting fined. West Virginia don't ever get to brush no damn field.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What have we done
We've been there.
as a fan base ever to warrant the fact that we're not allowed to rush a football field?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've definitely
really.
seen goalposts.
Hey, we got to
come
sing
down.
country
I've
roads,
definitely-
man.
I mean,
I think
is it
that's
because
why
we've lit things on fire?
I think that's one of the reasons they started doing the country roads thing, is to like prevent us from doing shit like that. I'm pretty sure that's why they started. Why Rich Rod and them brought it in when they did. I think I remember that being the story.
No,
Which
that
I'm
can't
all
be it.
for, act like you've been there mentality, but I've definitely seen them carry goalposts off the field before. So
I'm all for rushing the field. I think that's what college sports is all about. Especially in basketball.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd like to do it.
I think basketball is the best time to do it. Now, football, you might be right, just because it's more dangerous with the field goal post and everything. But basketball, I definitely think that they should allow that in basketball. Some of my favorite memories involve them rushing the court.
yeah, I've also seen old people almost get trampled to death while kids.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
old
say-
people
I was gonna
shouldn't
say,
be
it
rushing
could
the
go
fucking
bad
court.
really
then.
Well,
fast,
they're like
too.
courtside seat peoples. Like they have the student section. They have a student section right behind like the seated like the chairs, like the courtside seats right there in front of
Yeah.
the student section. So anytime they would take off, they would like trample that just like one or two rows of people.
It's it could go bad really
But
easily
great
as
times,
well.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Storming it
Tag
after
on it,
beating
Brad.
Kansas, watching Jawan Staten.
Stop
with
making good points, okay?
Yeah,
He said,
you are.
"Stop
I'm,
making good point." Hey, he said we would love to do it. We just
That's
gotta
what I'm saying,
we gotta show both sides of the
watch
coin.
out for the old people.
I want to do it, but I would definitely be like, "Hey, yo, my bad, excuse me." All right. And
Yeah,
then
or
I-
like if you
then
see
I
the old
would
people
run.
go down,
Then I
help
would run
them
on the
up.
court.
You know, encourage helping them real quick.
That's
and then,
rule
you know,
number 1.
Go have fun on the.
Anyone
have
goes
fun
down, you
first.
gotta help them up.
Yeah, and then have fun. But you know, Mountaineers do better, and it's just. But
Yeah, no doubt.
Watching Juwan Staten do the spin around, you know, fingertip rolling and then playing defense.
Oh yeah, beat Kansas.
Dude, so there were some excellent Kansas games while I was there.
So you're telling me, Brad, that whenever the California band rushed the field, whenever it was like the last play and like the band was on the field, all these people were out there and the football field, you're telling me that that's not one of the greatest moments of college football history?
I
That
love it.
wouldn't be.
I
It
encourage
wouldn't be
100%.
impossible. You know,
100%.
if you
I have
didn't
rushed
allow
the court.
fans.
I would storm the field.
Oh, I would.
Like in a heartbeat.
I've never gotten to do it. I've always wanted to
Storm the
That'd
court.
be cool. That would be cool.
storm the court or the field.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
dude,
never done
storming
either.
The court was lit. I got to do it like 2 or 3 times when we beat Kansas while I was
That's
there.
awesome, man. I'm
Dude,
jealous.
It was. That's what made me love WU basketball. That's when I.
Oh,
Really started
Brad's
into
in the
it, 'cause I
baby
was-
blue too. I just realized, man. It took me
Yeah.
like 30 minutes to realize.
Jordan's the only one not
Shout
on the
out
team
Cliff
here.
Frank.
Hey, look
Fake
at
fan.
my state right here.
Fake
It's a little-
fan.
Yeah, I'm not wearing West Virginia.
I
right
can't.
now.
I can't get.
I got
that-
Owen
where's
Schmidt right here.
How do I point
That's the
at?
only West Virginia I
I don't know
got.
how to point at the shit, but you know the color I'm trying to point at. I can't point on this camera. It's so hard to
It's all,
point.
it's all
like,
backwards.
It's all backwards, and it's like it's hard.
Yeah.
But you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know.
All right. Let's get some comments here before we wrap up. Eric says he thinks we win. I like it. I like it, Eric. I like the optimism. We've seen
Same
some
thing.
optimism in
Same
some
here,
people.
buddy. But they think we're going to lose. I don't know why they don't have
Hey,
faith in us. But
don't you lie. Don't you lie to him.
I got all the faith in the world.
31-14, 31-10.
Nope. 50 to -3. Let's go Mountaineers, baby. Go Eagles.
Ernie says last time we had fans on the field was after we beat Tech in 03. Pepper spray used. Haven't let fans on the field since. Yep. And then that's because I think that's right around the time. I think 03, you know, that's when they did the country road. So the timeline lines up. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, we're bringing burning couches back, so get over it.
That is true. Couches have been burned already. Very true.
Allegedly
For legal purposes.
It's all AI.
Yep. It's AI images. Hopefully it was a nice game tomorrow where they might have the opportunity to do that afterwards if things go our way, you know. Not saying you should, just saying, you know, if we do, you would have that opportunity.
Yeah, and if you had a couch and you wanted to burn it.
Yeah.
Did they take Utah out of the top 25?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not in right now.
Okay.
But I guess we'll get ready to wrap this one up, gentlemen. I'm gonna get off here, eat some dinner and stuff. I think I get up early to head up to the Mo. But any final thoughts on the game? You feel any better about it? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Brad gave me a little bit of hope here coming in here with his ray of optimism, talking about us catching them off guard with our new starters and
to
stuff.
that point, we did look like doo-doo against Kansas. So
yeah, I mean, it would just
And
bring
there
it right
it
back.
goes.
Just take it right back down, Brad. You just sucked the air right back out of it, dude.
Good job, Brad. You had him feeling good.
I build you up just to break it down. I don't know. It's just, you know, we look bad.
Yeah. It's a tough one to feel positive
this
about
is
it.
Where we talked about, and like my final statement is, we beat Pitt this year, right? So eat shit, Pitt. And that win matters a lot. So at this point, it's Mountaineer football. Let's just enjoy it. Let's hope we win every Saturday. I've been through worse. I experienced Neil Brown for a hot while and really cheered for that guy. So
hey, I agree. That's what I said, and I'll echo that again here, man. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy just getting the opportunity to watch WVU football. Is it going to be the best season record-wise? Probably not. But hey, you never know what could happen. Like Brad said, unveiling some new pieces and stuff. Have fun with it. Enjoy the throwback uniforms. If you're going up there, be loud, be raucous, make it a great environment, make it tough for Utah. You know, because this Utah team don't even want to be in the Big 12. Let's give them a nice, rude welcome here into Morgantown, and hopefully the team will perform well if we're given an advantage crowd-wise. But enjoy it. There's going to be some fun moments to enjoy. I think we're going to have some good plays pop up in the game. I expect, you know, our running quarterbacks to make some plays. There's going to be a chance to make some plays in the game, and I think that they're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to enjoy it as a fan base, and it's going to be fun regardless. Like Brad said, enjoy the moments this year, boys. Enjoy the moments. Stephen, what about you? Final thoughts?
Manifesting great weather tomorrow. No rain. It's going to be dry as a bone.
Fingers
We're going to
crossed.
get through this whole season without a drop of rain.
I'm hoping so.
Okay.
Ooh, I might be getting dumped on at work.
Oh, I hope not, man.
90% all day. But it is what it is.
Yikes, spikes. Well, we're hoping for a positive result. Whatever happens, though, we'll be back to talk about it afterwards with you guys on our game review podcast. And can't wait to talk about that one and go over this Utah game. Hopefully, it's a positive result for the Mountaineers. But if nothing else, we want to see improvement. We want to see the guys play hard. And hopefully some of these new faces popping out, come out and show out as well. So we're excited about it. Know you all are as well. I'll be back to talk with you guys again soon. Appreciate you guys tuning into this one. For my co-host Steven and Brad, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz. And until next time, let's go Mountaineers.